So how is the Portland metro real estate market doing as we head into December? Let's take a look at the very latest stats and trends. Welcome and thank you for joining me today. If you find this report helpful or informative, I'd really appreciate a like or maybe even a subscribe if you haven't already. And if you are thinking about buying or selling in 2025, please reach out to me however you'd like to communicate. I'd love to start a conversation about your plans and what I see coming down the line. Now on with the show. So prices. We ended November with about a 3.3% gain in the average sale price when compared to November of 2023. So far for December, we've started off with a gain of about 5.1% compared to roughly the same time period last year. Do keep in mind though that we can see a lot of volatility in our week-to-week numbers, so let's see what we get over the next couple of weeks and how it shakes out for an average sale price. The supply of homes for buyers to choose from keeps moving down, but that is typical for this time of year. There was a big jump in the number of homes that hit the for sale market for the first time, but that's compared to the previous week, which was the week of Thanksgiving, and that's a week that is notoriously quiet for real estate. Sellers will typically wait until the following week to put their home on the market or to do a price reduction, which is what we saw this last week, a lot of catch up. Buyer demand did shoot up from the previous week, but again, that's typical after coming off of a holiday week. There's a lot of catch up. We did see a nice gain in the year-over-year numbers of about 16%, and that's the number of contracts agreed to by buyers and sellers. Again, up by 16% compared to last year at this time. And that's pretty consistent for what we've been seeing for the last couple of months. We haven't talked about foreclosures in a while, and I have been hearing a lot of talk about a rise in the number of mortgage delinquencies nationally. In our market, we don't seem to be seeing that yet. However, the number of bank-owned homes looks to be on the rise. We moved up from 47 the previous week to 52 this last week, and that's out of more than 8,000 active and pending listings currently on the market. So not a huge percentage. I did check my notes from last year at this time, and there were 60 foreclosure properties on the market. So we're still below that mark from last year, and I'm just not seeing anything alarming yet. I will, of course, be keeping my eye on these numbers and let you know if I see any big changes. Mortgage rates moved up, but only just a hair, by 1/8 of a point. Last week and most of this week, the best rate I could find advertised for the 30-year fixed was 6.25%. On Thursday morning, that moved up to 6.375%, with most lenders in the high sixes. There was a little bit of nervousness in the markets this week when an inflation report came out as expected, but that was followed by a second inflation report that came out a little higher than expected. Even with this nervousness, the markets still have more than a 90% expectation that the Fed will cut rates 1/4 of a point next week at their meeting. Well, you made it to the end of the report. Thank you so much for watching to the very end. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to check in here next Friday for the very latest in Portland real estate stats and trends. I look forward to seeing you then.